I'm Sylvia Earle. I'm the chairman of the Advisory Council for the Heart Research Institute, and I'm an explorer in residence at the National Geographic. I've been exploring the ocean for most of my life. In fact, I think it began when I was about 3 years old. I got knocked over by a wave on a beach in New Jersey. The ocean got my attention, and it's held my attention ever since. Actually, I studied as a marine biologist, a botanist, and went through all the usual academic hoops that you have to jump through to become a scientist. But all of it was directed and inspired by my love of the ocean and life in the ocean. Since that time when I was on a beach as a kid, I've explored oceans all over the world. I've been on expeditions in all of the major oceans and been under the sea in most of them, lived underwater 9 different times, had a hand in building submarines and then using them. Here in the Gulf of Mexico, I've had a chance to be a part of expeditions, including the Sustainable Seas expeditions that started back in 1998 and ran through 2003 using little submarines in a project that the National Geographic Society, the agency known as NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the Goldman Foundation, and of course the Heart Research Institute sponsored to really try to explore the ocean using these little subs that have the capacity to go down to about 2,000 feet. Of course, the Gulf of Mexico is much deeper than that in places, like the Sigsbee Deep, a place I really want to go to. It's off Yucatan. It's more than 15,000 feet deep, and we've only had the smallest glimpses of what's going on down there. Some people think that the ocean surely must be explored. I mean, after all, we've gone up to the moon, and we've sent little probes to Mars, we've sent little robotic devices beyond our own solar system. Astronauts are up in the sky time after time, looking down on the Earth. But getting to the bottom of the ocean is still a pretty big deal. Only 2 people have ever been to the deepest place, 7 miles down, and that was in 1960. It's a place I urgently want to go back to. I mean, I want to go there, but I also want to return from there. One-way trips are so easy, anywhere in the ocean that you want to go. But to be able to explore and come back, to be able to send robots to understand how the ocean works. We are so far behind the curve as compared to anything that we know about the land or the skies above, and we really need to explore the sea. There is this illusion that everything on this planet has been explored, but only about 5% of the ocean, 95% remains basically a mystery. There's so much more to do. Whether we're talking about the Gulf of Mexico that is crisscrossed with pipelines, crisscrossed with shipping lanes, studded with oil and gas installations, fishermen go back and forth with their nets. Even so, most of the Gulf of Mexico remains a mystery. How much is left to explore? Just about everything. What we have begun to at least understand is the magnitude of our ignorance, and also the magnitude of the importance of the ocean to everyone, everywhere. With every drop of water you drink, every breath you take, just the fact that the ocean is the cornerstone of our life support system. Take away the ocean, you've got a planet a lot like Mars, not a very hospitable place for the likes of us. Damage the ocean, disturb the ocean, you're messing around with what makes life possible on this planet. And we've been doing a lot of messing around with what makes life possible for us and all the rest of life as we know it. We know enough to know that the ocean is in trouble, and therefore, so are we. This is the time, as never before, for us to pull out all stops, to explore the ocean as if our lives depend on it, because after all, our lives do depend on knowing the ocean, taking care of the ocean, doing everything we can to make the ocean a healthy place, to make our future healthy and prosperous. For us to survive, for us to prosper, we have to really make sure that the ocean is a stable, prosperous place. So what is there left for us to do at the Heart Research Institute? What is there left to do for exploring the oceans all over the world, whether in the polar seas or right here in our backyard? We're just beginning. We're just beginning to lift the lid on the ocean. It's perhaps the most exciting time ever to be born, to be launched on this great era, the greatest era, perhaps, of exploration that there ever will be, when we still have a chance to put in motion whatever it takes to take care of that great blue system, the ocean, the blue heart of the planet that takes care of us.